Good morning, everyone. It is currently about 8:30 in the morning, and we are currently on our way to work. That's where we're headed right now. Let's have a good day. It's very brisk, but it's also like a really nice day outside. Honestly, like the sky is pretty clear. It's just a little cold. That's it. It's always just a little cold. I'm hoping today's a really chill day at work. You know, Mondays, Tuesdays. Today's Tuesday, by the way. Tuesdays aren't too busy in terms of the people that walk in, foot traffic, things like that. If you don't know, I work at a camera store in Manhattan. I'm a camera salesman, so I sell people cameras, help out with people who bring their cameras in, things like that. I'm just a sales and support rep at the store, so I just try to help out the best way I can, learning along the way. I don't know everything, but I feel like I know enough to help some people out. But the beautiful thing about me not going to work this week, and this day being my last day of work this week, is that I'll probably be able to go to the movie theater a couple times, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. I'll probably go see a couple movies this week. I'll probably go try to see Avatar, Fire and Ash, because I've been desperately waiting for the right time to go see that movie. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes, which is pretty long, but I love James Cameron. I love the Avatar world and universe, so I'm always down to see his vision on screen, whether it be in 3D, IMAX, Dolby, whatever. However James Cameron wants me to see the movie, I'll try to watch it in that format. But again, it is a 3 hour and 15 minute movie, so I'm trying to find a good showtime to actually watch it during, because I feel like any time past 6 p.m. is kind of crazy. I mean, I'm just like, I would prefer like a 1 p.m., 2 p.m., maybe even like a 9 a.m. showtime, honestly. But I'm hoping to watch Avatar, Fire and Ash pretty soon. But as this year comes to a close, I'm just thinking about all of the great movies that I've seen already from this year. We have movies like Marty Supreme, saw it twice, once in the regular digital, and then one in the 70mm print back home at the AFI Theater. Phenomenal experience. Movies like Superman from James Gunn, phenomenal. What else? Sorry Baby, Eva Victor, amazing. Sinners, of course.
Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing? My name's Jeremiah. How you doing?
Nice to meet you, bro. Yo, B1, you already know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, amazing. Another great collaboration between those two. What else did we get this year? One Battle After Another. Paul Thomas Anderson, of course. DiCaprio. Chase Infinity. Tiana Taylor. Regina Hall. Some amazing talented people. Sean Penn. Benicio del Toro. That honestly may be the movie that wins Best Picture this year. It's not my favorite film of the year, but it's definitely one of my favorite movies of the year. I thought it was phenomenal. Amazing movie. Here comes my train. Hopefully the train is not crowded, because that's the worst thing in the morning. The morning commute is always the worst, but it looks like it's pretty empty actually, so. So it's about 9:40, which means I have about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half to, settle down. I'm in the area of my job. I always like to show up a little bit early, but I got some time to eat some food, settle down before the hectic day at work. So I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but we're gonna eat something. It's gonna be good, and probably get some coffee too. Let's wake up a little bit. But just like I was talking about earlier, Avatar, Fire and Ash, I need to see it. I've been neglecting it. Since I do have more free time opening up, I definitely will be watching this movie probably tomorrow, honestly, or the next day, because I'll have a lot of free time, so I'll definitely have 3 hours and 15 minutes to spare, and I definitely want to watch that. So, and the thing is, like, I've been hearing all these conflicting reports and opinions on Avatar Fire and Ash. Some people love the film, giving it 4, 4.5, 5 stars. Other people are giving it 2, 2.5 stars. So I always think when a film is, polarizing like that, it's super interesting to go in, to watch it for yourself, and to see which end of the spectrum you land on. Because, I love James Cameron. I've seen almost every one of his movies, and I can say confidently, I think I like every single one of his movies. I'd go as far as to say is that I love every single one of his movies. Besides the Piranha movie, the Piranha 3D, whatever, I don't think James Cameron's made a bad movie. Honestly, we got Terminator 2, Titanic, True Lies, Avatar, The Way of the Water. What else do we got? We got, what am I forgetting? Oh, Aliens. Oh my gosh. Man just doesn't really miss, honestly. So whenever he has a vision that he wants to put on screen, he's one of those filmmakers that, I definitely just trust. I don't have to do too much research about the film. If he's making something, I'm likely gonna watch it. It's in that same category as Scorsese, Spielberg, at this point, Denis Villeneuve, Nolan, these guys, that are just such visionaries, such masters of the medium. I don't have to, put a lot of thought into, watching their stuff, because I just know from their past work, people like PTA, I just know, that they're gonna put out something that's quality and something that they've, put a lot of passion into, so there's not really a second thought. So I'm definitely gonna watch Avatar Fire and Ash. We'll see how I land on it, but I'm really excited to watch it, honestly, because I love James Cameron and I love his creativity, all of the technical aspects that he's innovated in cinema. Dude is just a legend, and you have to pay your respects to the legends, and I can't wait to watch his movie. So yeah, I seriously need to invest in some gloves. My hands are freezing. If you don't know, New York City is like a wind tunnel. Wind is constantly flowing through this place, and it's like a gust of wind is hitting me see the gust of wind's hitting right now. I got a hat and I got a jacket, just don't have any gloves. Invest in gloves. Honestly, right now, what I need to invest in is something to eat. I'm starving, and it's cold, bro. Also, earlier when I was talking about James Cameron, I totally forgot to mention The Abyss. Classic, bro. He has classics that I forgot about. Just classics upon classics. Okay, so we made our way to Chick-fil-A. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a sucker for this chicken biscuit, bro. There's something about this chicken biscuit. It just does, it gets the job done. I can't tell if this iced coffee is good or bad, but I'm drinking it anyway. What is going on, everyone? I am up bright and early here at the AMC. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I have a showtime of 9 o'clock to go see James Cameron's new film, Avatar Fire and Ash. So like I was saying yesterday, I've been waiting for the right time to watch this movie. I've been desperately waiting for the right time to go see that movie. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes, which is pretty long. This movie is a whopping 3 hours and 15 minutes. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Now that's a lot of time, and I want to make sure that I use that time the best that I can. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where time is extremely valuable to me. I'd say there was a long period of my life, middle school, high school, where, these films with long run times and weird show times at the movie theater didn't really matter to me because I didn't have much going on. It was all right, yeah, I'll go see a 3-hour movie at 10 p.m. I'll go watch a midnight screening of a film. Nowadays, I can't afford to do that. I have work and all these other responsibilities. I just don't have the time or energy to sometimes watch these longer movies late at night. So whenever I can catch a matinee screening, whenever I can catch an early showing of a film at a reasonable hour, I'm going to take that opportunity, because I'm not trying to watch a 3-hour and a 15-minute movie at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. That's just not happening. So say if I watch a 3-hour movie at 9 p.m., it'll be around 11? Wait, that math is completely wrong. I won't get home until about 12. 12:30. And then after I get home, I have to settle down, take a shower, cook some dinner, things like that. I won't be going to sleep until like 1 a.m., 1:30. And that I just can't afford to do that anymore. Man, I'm so excited to watch this movie, mostly because the opinions and the way people feel about this movie has been so divisive. I see people giving this film 5 stars, 4.5, 4 stars. But I also see people giving it half stars, 1.5, 2 stars. So I don't know where I'm going to land, but that's the exciting thing about going into a movie like this so late into the stage of the movie being released, is that I kind of get to see where I fall on the spectrum, and that's kind of exciting. Looking back on the past Avatar films, I'm a big fan of the first one. I absolutely loved Avatar: The Way of the Water. I think that was one of the best films of 2022. It's definitely one of the most memorable ones from that year. I think about that movie often. Love that film. I think I saw it like 2 or 3 times in the theater. Loved it. Amazing. If Avatar: Fire and Ash is anything close to what Avatar: Way of the Water was in terms of like quality of filmmaking, themes, narrative beats, things like that, I think I'll be sold. I know the visuals are going to be fantastic. It's James Cameron. He's not going to settle for anything less than anything that's amazing. And then speaking of James Cameron, like I just like love all of his past work, you know. He just makes great movies. So I love James Cameron. I love his work, and I'm so excited to finally catch Avatar: Fire and Ash. And I'm taking you guys with me. So let's go. Like, I can genuinely see myself being a big fan of the film. I'm a big fan of his other films and of the other Avatar films. I can see myself giving this anywhere from a 4 to a 4.5. I don't know about 5, but I mean, based on like what I've seen, I think I'll enjoy it, so.
Hours later.
3 hours later. 3 hours later. 3 hours and 15 minutes later, I have finally seen James Cameron's Avatar: Fire and Ash. This is literally my out-of-theater reaction. I just left the theater not even 5 minutes ago. Like, I just walked out. And man, that was certainly a movie. It was a movie. I'll give him that. It was a movie. Ooh, I don't even know what to say, honestly. 3 hours and 15 minutes is a lot of time. So I'm processing like all of that movie. Everything he put to screen, all the visuals, the story, the narrative, the characters, the arcs, everything. I'm processing all of it. But what I will say is I do think the movie was solid. It was decent. It was a solid movie. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't a phenomenal film by any means, in my opinion. But I don't think it was a bad movie either. It rests firmly somewhere in the middle. I think that this is easily the most middle of the pack Avatar film that we've gotten. I believe the first Avatar film is a very good movie. Avatar: The Way of the Water is a phenomenal film. I think that movie is fantastic. I think this film dials it back a lot in terms of the quality. From a quality perspective, I think this film takes a big step back from what we got in Avatar: The Way of the Water. This film, Avatar: Fire and Ash, does with its 3 hour and 15 minute runtime. I don't think the film utilizes that runtime in the best way possible. I think that this film is a bit overstuffed. I feel that also this film has a lot of narrative beats, character arcs, and emotional moments that tend to like repeat itself. There are double beats, triple beats in this film, just beats that repeat themselves. So in a lot of ways, there's a lot of scenes, a lot of moments, a lot of sequences in this film that feel redundant. They don't feel necessary. So I think this film honestly could have been a lot shorter. I think this movie could have been a 2 hour and 30 minute movie. I think if you shave off 45 minutes of this movie, you get a much tighter, a much better paced, a more succinct film that would be more enjoyable to watch. And not saying that this movie was unenjoyable to watch. I strongly disagree with that. I had a great time watching this movie. 3 hours and 15 minutes later, I had a blast. Like I was locked in. I had a great time watching, you know, these characters, Jake Sully and the family on Pandora, you know, fighting against the Sky People. I had a great time watching that. I was there for it. But I do think that this movie could have been a lot shorter. Story-wise, I was pretty engaged. I won't say that I was like blown away by anything narratively. I do think that there are certain moments, certain scenes that were very strong, but overall, I do think that this movie does feel very middle of the pack-esque. There was nothing necessarily about the movie that like made me, that blew me away or like left me like speechless. Like everything felt like something I had seen before, honestly. And I don't think it helps that the visual aspects of this film feel less of a spectacle than the first Avatar film, and especially the second Avatar film, Avatar: The Way of the Water. I think what that film, the second Avatar film, Avatar: The Way of the Water, what that film does to this entire franchise is that it raises the bar so high that anything short of that is gonna feel underwhelming. And I think that's kind of what I felt when watching this movie, specifically Avatar: Fire and Ash. One thing I know for a fact that I am not a fan of in this movie is the frame rate. I don't know if it's at 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second, but whatever frame rate it's at, it feels like a video game. It feels like, I don't know, it moves too fast for me. The way that the way that the characters move within the frame and the way the world moves within the frame, it feels so video game-esque. And if you know anything about frame rates and cameras and all that stuff, you would know that this, like, obviously this wasn't shot in 24 or projected in 24, whatever. It's not 24 frames per second, which is like the film industry like standard or whatever. It wasn't 24 frames per second. It felt much faster than that, and there are bits and pieces of that in Avatar: The Way of the Water, especially towards the end, which was one of the things I didn't like about that movie. But this film, Avatar: Fire and Ash, takes what Avatar: The Way of the Water did a little bit and puts it fully for all 3 hours and 15 minutes in this higher frame rate. And I know that James Cameron is like, obviously this was a stylistic choice. The film wouldn't look this way unless you wanted it to. But does that mean I have to like it? Absolutely not. I did not enjoy how weird this movie felt like in terms of like the frame rate and the way that it looked and the way the characters were moving within the space. It just felt off, you know? And I know this film is supposed to be otherworldly. We're supposed to feel like we're not in a world of our own. We're supposed to be removed from the world that we know. But the frame rate just didn't do it for me. And it's so distracting. It feels like a video game. It feels like a video game like cutscene or whatever. Long story short, I did enjoy my time watching Avatar: Fire and Ash. What I will say is I was underwhelmed in certain aspects, positively surprised in other aspects, but overall underwhelmed, and I thought the film was solid and decent. It wasn't anything amazing, it wasn't bad by any means, but it was decent. I think what a film like Avatar: Fire and Ash, and like the whole entire Avatar franchise in general, what these films have done in the past and what they need to do in the future is they need to match the quality of the narrative with the quality of these visuals that they're trying to display to an audience. Like those two things, one can't be larger than the other. They both need to be on equal planes for people to fully resonate and to fully connect emotionally with these characters, with this world that we're watching. We can't just be in awe visually, we have to be connected emotionally, you know? And I felt that this film in certain aspects was lacking those certain emotional beats that Avatar: The Way of the Water exceeded in so well. I don't think that this movie is just doing the things that I love about Avatar as well as the past Avatar films. I think right now how I'm feeling, if I had to give the film any rating out of 5 stars, I'd probably give the film a 3 or a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely not exceeding 4. So it's in that 3.5 range. I thought it was good. It was okay. Those are conflicting, I know, but it was decent. It was solid. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed watching it. I think you should check it out for yourself if you have not seen it. And if you did see it, feel free to let me know what you thought about it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only 1 p.m. We have a whole day ahead of us. And it happens to be New Year's Eve, so we have a long night ahead of us, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so let's figure out what we're doing for the rest of the day.
Oh. Let me see. I need 1,000 pages just to write it out.
6, 7. 6, 7.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
right, so, ouch. I'm currently at the gym right now. It's like chest, back, and arm day, so I'm about to hit these dips. I might lower this down a little bit just so I give you guys a better angle. Oh, sick. It's like following me. So far, I mean, it's been a pretty good day at the gym. It's kind of busy. It's January 2nd, so, you know, a lot of people are coming for their, like, New Year resolution. I'm tired. What the hell?
These are called humping the air.
Lex, come on, she's one more. She's done that all the time.
Hey guys, welcome to my vlog.
Hey guys, wait, can you clip this on my shirt? Hey guys, welcome to the vlog of the day. We're going to clean Marilyn and Bianca's basement. Everybody say woo! What's your favorite moment from 2025?
My favorite moment from 2025 was probably, I don't know, moving into my new place was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. The whole process of like finding a new apartment, moving out of one place and moving into another place, like in the end of the summer, like right before school started, was pretty, it was pretty cool. It was like a long, kind of hard process, like, you know, like applying for places and getting rejected. But eventually, like, we got a place, so, like, once we got that place, it was pretty exciting. And just moving in and, like, starting new in a new place was pretty nice, I'd say, yeah.
My favorite part, low-key, my favorite part of the year was gifting you this camera, I'm not gonna lie. I just loved, like, Jeremiah always gets upset when I buy him, like, expensive things, but, like, I just, like, that's become my new love language, is gift giving. So, like, just buying something that I know, like, he will never buy for himself, especially right now in the stage of his life. Like, I don't think he would buy this for himself yet, but I think that just, like, my favorite part is just seeing his reaction and just seeing his face go, Mia, you know? So, like, I really liked giving him this camera.
My master's program.
How has your master's program been thus far?
At the Fairstein Graduate School of Cinema. It's been okay. It's been cool. Learned a lot so far. Met a lot of cool people. My professors are really smart, so I'm learning a lot, like, that I didn't necessarily learn in undergrad. Like, film school in undergrad was cool, but graduate school is like a whole nother level. Like, just like in terms of like what they teach you about like lighting and like how to light a scene like the correct way and like, you know, proper terms to use. Like all that stuff was taught to us in undergrad, but I feel like it's just like brought to another level in graduate school. And you're being like, not saying that my teachers in undergrad were like bad or anything.
Shout out your favorite teacher from undergrad.
Professor Ernst, great teacher. Christopher Ernst, great teacher. From Stevenson University. I don't know if he's still there, but he was there when I graduated at least. All 4 years I was there, he was there. But I don't know, like I didn't realize that like there was so much more to learn until I got to graduate school. Like they taught me a lot in undergrad, but I've just learned so much more in graduate school, and I feel more confident, you know, to like go on a professional set and to like be like a first AC or a second AC, or even like to be like a gaffer or like assist with gaffing. Like there's like, I feel more confident in my ability, in my technical abilities, but also like my like creative voice and like the vision that I have and like the stories I want to tell have been like the confidence in that has been amplified since being in graduate school for film. So I mean, I guess that's like the the best thing about being at that school. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good so far. I hopefully have a year and a half left. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. There's some situations we're trying to figure out right now, but I mean, I like going to school, and I want to graduate, get my master's so I can like teach eventually and like maybe do some other stuff with it, but I don't know. We're figuring it out. I'm only 23 years old, so you know, there's time to figure stuff out. I'm like one of the youngest people at my school and my program, so there's still a lot of time to figure stuff out. So I'm not like putting too much stress on it, but you know, we're figuring it out. So yeah.
Anything else for us to add before we end this clip? We're about to enter the danger zone.
And just so you guys know, I was not briefed on any of this. If I die from what we're about to do, you know the reason why.
Why would you die?
Cause there's mold down there.
There's mold
and
in the bathroom.
mold,
There's no asbestos.
mold, asbestos, freaking
Asbestos was used to
cancerous freaking stuff.
Asbestos-
I genuinely feel like I'm in Breaking Bad. I feel like I'm Walter White in Breaking Bad. Like, keep the fit, bro. Like, I really got this stuff on, bro. Hazmat suit, got the mask on. This is legit. Let's show you guys exactly what we're doing out here. We cleared all this stuff out from the basement area. All this stuff out. Let's show you guys. Oh, there we go.
Oh my lord. Toilet tops.
Oh, yep.
Vlog, we made it back, vlog.
Nice. Let's take a look inside. Hey yo. Hey yo, on the job. Step through here. Excuse me.
I just opened the first. What was it? Gianna and I didn't even open it all the way. We got scared. It's just you guys are. They're this tight together. Ow. Docu-series, so like, wait, you want to see something even crazier?
Yeah, show me. I mean, it's pretty clean, relatively. I mean, could be worse.
I think we're finished.
We're finished?
Yeah.
Really?
Tired. I don't want to do nothing.
I mean, we did pretty good for today, I think.
Oh, are you recording yourself?
Yeah. You want me to record you?
No.
On the job?
On the job.